Okay, that's it for today. What did I do? 4 loads?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we did 4 loads of really wet corn. This corn that I just put up here just now is the driest of what I've done today. Really just opening up a few fields, see what we got. I did 12 outside rounds around an 8-acre field, and I've got pretty damn close to 400 bushels in that wagon. That wagon will hold 390. You can get 400 in it if you really push it, but wet corn, 385 bushels. That's what I'd call it. So we're gonna call it a day. Oh, let me get over here. I'm gonna call it a day. Tim's gonna take it up with this tractor. He's gonna be really careful because it's a really small tractor with a no safety pin in it. And that's a lot of grain in there. So we're just running the dryer now. Get that dryer going. They're backing up a wagon load now. Okay, good morning. So the battery on that camera died. Yep, it died. I need to shave. I gotta do that. Anyway, what was I gonna talk about? Oh, the grain bin. Okay, so this grain bin has been a little bit of a nemesis for me here. When I called to have the grain bin repaired, it was like they came right out, did the measurements, obviously. I told them how big it was and what needed to be done. And, of course, they called me and said, hey, yeah, this is what you need to do to get this correct. And I was like, okay, no problem. So I've done my part, sent them the money. They ordered it in. Got an email yesterday that says, sorry, but the truck didn't get loaded. Truck didn't get loaded for Friday, which I don't understand that. I mean, it was Wednesday. You have Thursday, and obviously you could come on Friday, but they're saying the truck didn't get loaded, so they're not going to come until Monday, which is great. So they're claiming, I think they think they're going to get this thing done in a day. I don't know how. I'm not that versed in it. We're going to put a camera up. I'm going to see if I can put a time-lapse camera to show this thing as it goes. I don't know if I can or not. But, yeah, I'm going to try and get a time-lapse camera. And if they know, well, they do it all the time. So it can't be that big of a deal. But, I don't know, a day. And when I think of a day, I think of an 8-hour day for those guys. So, but that'll be till Monday. So I'm waiting on that. I filled up the 2,000 bushel conical bin, and I have a truckload of dry corn on the truck. And I sold 2 loads. 2 loads picked up at my farm is $4.05. That's what it was 2 days ago, day before yesterday. I could deliver it out to Triple M Farms, and they're paying $4.30. At least that's what they were the day before yesterday. I was supposed to take it yesterday, but I just didn't do it. I have too much to do. I spent the day yesterday mowing all day. The boys raked all day yesterday, and the 6210R had a little metal clip fall out of it, and it dumped a bunch of hydraulic oil. So this morning, I think they open at 8 o'clock, but I got to get out to John Deere and pick up this clip that is missing on the 6210R. It's not really a big deal. It's a clip that holds a hydraulic coupler in like this, and it broke or fell off, broke or whatever, and it's dumped all this hydraulic oil out instantly. I mean, a lot, just gone. So, yeah, that has to be fixed like now because we need the tractor, and it's kind of in the way. I mean, it has to be moved. So this morning I'm going to go ahead and do that. Watched a little bit of the debate last night. I just don't leave everybody from being burned to crisp. But anyways, I just thought that was funny. So yesterday I actually did make a little video. You probably saw it. on the election and stuff, and you know, it's amazing. I was hoping to weed out some people. You see, people that watch my channel that are on the left, they get so offended and so upset, and then, you know, of course they resort to name calling, and you know, I read a fair few, you know, I'm an idiot, you know, and all that stuff, which is fine because those are the true losers. You know, remember when you got into an argument at school, you know, whether it was with the bull dyke that hated your guts because you were the masculine man, the masculine boy in the class, and you know, you get into an argument with him or her, you know, and the first one to start calling names is usually the loser of the argument. Well, that's pretty much how it works still today in my comment section. I mean, and the other thing is, where the hell are all these busty Asian girls coming from? I mean, it's amazing. I got to show my wife this because it's amazing. And then, of course, you're curious, like, wow, look at the boobs on that broad, you know? So you click on it, right? And I'm clicking on one right now because you got to see. And then there's a whole bunch of, you know, pretty smiling little Asian girls. And it's like, subscribe for S.E.X videos. So you're like, ooh, subscribe for sex videos. Well, that's not what they're saying. So you click on one of them, and it's all, it's music, which I don't have a problem with, you know. I mean, I think that it's a little bit crappy that they have to use sex to get you to click on it, or, you know, they're not naked, but they're in provocative poses and stuff. But there's music there, and it's all K-pop, you know. If you don't know what K-pop is, it's Korean popular music. And most of it's all that K-pop stuff, and I don't get into it, so I just click through and off I go. I got to look at a half-naked Asian girl with a pretty smile, and, you know, Bob's your uncle, you're done. So, but there's a lot of that stuff, and they got to actually be watching because whoever's running these channels, because they'll put a timestamp there, and then you click on it, and it's at a certain point in time in the video, and it kind of correlates with what they said. So, oh, here's one, 244. Beautiful, 244. So I'll look at that. Now, who's beautiful at 244? Tom Kane Jr. is beautiful at 244. Let me get through Tom Kane Jr. So, oh, and you can't skip through that ad. It's a pain in the ass. All this political ads. So I'm making pretty good money on these political ads. Okay, so now, okay. So the only thing that it shows is a full-face picture of me at 244. So they obviously are going through, and I don't know, is this attractive? You know, I don't know, but yeah. So anyways, back to the corn. The grain bin is going to get fixed on Friday. I'll have a new floor in it, new fans in it. There's a new roof elevator auger going up on this thing, and they're after me to get a telehandler or a crane to put it up. Now, it's an 8-inch auger. I don't think that it should be that big of a deal to hoist an 8-inch auger up onto the roof. Now, I'm not saying that it should be fully assembled as they put it up there. And I actually told the guys, I'm like, just drop it off. I'll get it up there. I don't give a want or do, say, think, or feel. I'll get it up there. I mean, I will build a crane that goes on the front of the 6210R, and up it'll go. Or I'll take it completely apart, get it on the roof, reassemble it on the roof, and between 2 or 3 people, we can get it up there. But yeah. So anyways, just look forward to that. That's coming on Monday. Probably have some video for that there. Friday I got a load of corn going out, so I can get a little bit more picked, and then again on Monday another load of corn will go out, and I'm probably just going to keep on selling corn right on through. Hoping for that $5 corn, which I was really hoping for. Bushel wise, this stuff is yielding pretty good, and I can't tell you how many bushels I have got or I'm averaging until either I sell all my grain, because I don't have the fancy yield monitors. I have a 1991 TR96 New Holland combine. I can't tell you how many bushels I'm actually getting. It is wet. The corn that I picked the last couple of days was in the 18-19%, which was pretty good. It was flat in the combine, and I was quite happy that I got it. Got it out. Got into that. The problem is, that I really need to get going now because I'm going to work backwards. The corn that is 18-19% moisture will go right through the dryer, right into the bin, and the bin will have a false floor or a grain floor in it where these two fans can blow air up through it in the new vented roof, and it'll dry out. It'll cool down. It will cool down to the 15%. I'm going to go 15%. I'm not going to run 15.5. 15% is what I'll do, and then I'll test it as I go through as we go through. I'll constantly be in that bin looking and seeing what it'll be. And I'm pretty happy about it being fixed. So I'm actually very, very happy that it's getting fixed because it's just been one of those things that, oh my God, this thing is just rotting away at the bottom, and we're not going to have that anymore. So we get that new thing in the bottom, and I always thought, when this grain bin is done, when I'm done with corn or whatever, I could always turn that into a house. And the way it was, couldn't do that. It was in bad shape. But wouldn't that be cool to put a spiral staircase right in the center of it and right up to the top? It's 35 feet right to the roof. So you put windows on the north side of it and in the bin itself. And, you could have 3 floors in there pretty easy. Yeah, it's 35 feet. It would be 10, 20, 3 floors. The upper floor would definitely have to have skylights in the roof, and I would probably put new roof on it if I was ever going to do that. But that's the plan if I ever do decide to say this corn and I said a bad word. I'll delete that maybe. So that's what I would do is I would actually turn it into a 3-floor house. It'd be cool as hell. Anyways, thanks for watching. Okay, so I got to take 2 on this one. So I was reading more of the comments on that video that I did yesterday about the election, and I said that I was weeding people out. Well, I went to my analytics page here, and there was a huge drop in subscription. Now, I've watched several other channels out there, and some of them just so happen to be people that are, lefties or whatnot. Mostly the sailing channels. I've grown fond of the ocean, and I do have some kind of an ambition to go out and do some sailing at some point in my life. But if you look on my analytics page, which you can't, but I can, every time I mention something that has to do with the president, there's a huge drop in subscription. Like if I wear that hat and do a video and post that at the bottom, you get so many people so worked up that they just go and they unsubscribe. Now, 99% chance that they come back because it's just the way it is. So tomorrow, instead of having that, well, let's see, where was I? 29, I had 30, and then I lost 15. So you're looking at 45 people unsubscribed from the channel. But there was actually more because in that day, the video that I didn't release any videos yesterday other than that one. So let's just say 45 people unsubscribed. So tomorrow or today, there will be probably somewhere around 30 to 45 more people subscribe to the channel because they just can't not watch this. And it drives them nuts. But that's okay. The one thing that I was saying is that I watch these sailing channels, and there was one particular channel. It's called Sailing La Vagabond, SLV, Sailing La Vagabond. And I like the channel. I like the crew. It's a man and a woman, and now their child. And they're about as left as they get. They're from Australia, so they don't count in this country. But when they took Greta Thunberg across the ocean, in which they did, she wanted to sail she only uses sail power to travel, which is, her choice, her parents' choice, because she is or was only 16 at the time. They lost hundreds of subscribers that watch. I just had to chuckle and laugh because who cares whether they took this girl across the ocean or not? I mean, we're people. We have different views and different political affiliations. And I know there's a lot of people in this, on both sides, that just get kind of combative about it, and they'll unsubscribe and pissed off because they don't like what was said or how it was done or whatnot. I personally, I don't care. if you're a Democrat and you vote that way, you have your rights and reasons to do that. I don't judge you for it. I don't think I do. I mean, some people are just retarded about it and just absolute. I can't even be your friend anymore because you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, which I find to be ludicrous. I farm a lot of property here in New Jersey, and I know there are several people that are Democrats. I see them on Facebook, and I fear sometimes that they would, judge me or possibly throw me off of their land because of my political beliefs, which, if that's the case, that's their right. I won't hold it against them. I mean, I'll be a little upset about it, but I won't hold it against them. I did have that happen one time down here, and she threw me off because she says, well, I hope you cast your vote for Obama. And I was like, no, I didn't vote for him. And like a week later, I got a letter from her lawyer husband saying, you need to leave our property now. Get your hay off of here. We can't have you here anymore. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was upsetting. But now she's got a family on there to make it hay, and they're more politically outspoken than I ever was, and I thought that was kind of funny. And and I warned them when they went on there. It's like, listen, this is mum's the word. She talks politics. You say, I don't want to talk about it. And I think they have listened to me because they're still farming it today for several years. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button because it does actually help this channel. Oh, and if you notice the new spectacles, kudos to you. They're reading glasses.